So lately, a lot of people have been wondering, how come Shakur Stevenson hasn't been calling out Gervonta Davis? Well, Shakur already kind of let it be known that Gervonta is the A side. So it's pointless to keep calling Gervonta out. Since Shakur can't send Gervonta an offer, he can't send him a contract. It's up to Gervonta to do so. So Shakur already let it be known he wants to fight Gervonta, and it's up to Gervonta to want to fight him and send him a contract / an offer. Here is exactly what Shakur Stevenson had to say. Check it out.
Your list. Who the top 5 fighters you want to fight right now? Be like, yo, what's it like right now? I want to fight y'all.
Number 1, Tank.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, number 1, Tank. Me and Tank is the best fight. I think that's the fight. And you could name 15 other fighters, but it's one fight that truthfully need to happen.
What's stopping that fight?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not Tank at the end of the day. I'm gonna be real. I'm a real. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm not Tank. He's the big star. He's the pay-per-view star. I can't throw no offers to Tank. I'm not. Who am I to throw an offer to the biggest star in boxing? What I'm offer him? What? Like, it don't make sense. So that would have to be on their part, on their team to want to do that. I want to do it. I would love that fight. I think that's the best fight in boxing if we speaking like skills-wise. He's not going to tell y'all that because however he be thinking, he think the way that he think. But me, truthfully, I think that's the best fight in boxing, and I want to prove to the world who I truly am. So you can name 5 fighters, but all them other dudes don't matter. There's one person I really got my mind on at the end of the day that I really want to fight when it comes down to it.
Shakur revealed he wants to fight Gervonta so bad. Gervonta is the number 1 on his hit list that he will pretty much take any offer Gervonta sends him, which raises the $1 million question. Why wasn't this case for Devin Haney? You notice how Shakur didn't have Devin Haney on his hit list, or at least he didn't make Devin Haney a priority like he made Gervonta. Shakur said the number 1 guy he wants to fight is Gervonta, and Gervonta is second to none on his own hit list. He said that's the only fight that matters. But a few months back, when Shakur was asked about who he wants to fight next, Shakur let it be known on multiple interviews. I'm talking about all of the interviews Shakur did after the Yoshino fight. Shakur said he either wants to fight Gervonta for the money or Devin Haney for the undisputed legacy. So when the reporters followed up by asking Shakur, but if you have to choose one, who would you pick? Shakur said he equally wants to fight either Devin Haney or Gervonta for different reasons. Gervonta because of the money, and Devin Haney because of the undisputed legacy. Notice Shakur didn't say, I want to fight Gervonta more, this, that, and the third. Absolutely not. He said he equally wants either Devin Haney or Gervonta. But the moment Devin Haney sent Shakur 2 offers to fight for undisputed, his biggest legacy fight for his biggest payday till this day of approximately $8 million according to Shakur's own team. All of a sudden, Shakur turned down Devin Haney offers, and now he no longer wants Devin Haney like he wants Gervonta. Check it out.
Word. So what's next for you, man?
Business-wise, right now, me fighting Tank would be a bigger fight and a bigger opportunity than anything. But then me fighting Devin would be me getting all them belts, and I love belts.
What would you want?
The champion side of me want to be a champion again. I want to be a champion again because I was champion at every weight class I went to.
With that money.
But the business
With
side
that money.
The business side of me, I wanna like risk it all. I want the world to bet it all on me versus Tank.
As a boxing fan, I want to see both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to see you and I want to see all of y'all mix it up.
Remember, this is what Shakur said. This is not what I said. Additionally, Shakur manager Jay Prince, he also said that the Devin Haney and Gervonta fights are equally significant. And when the reporter followed up with Jay Prince by asking him, what fight you prefer, for Shakur Stevenson to fight next. What's a bigger fight for Shakur? Is it Gervonta or Devin Haney? Here is what Jay Prince had to say.
Let's say that Haney wins the fight against Loma, and let's say Tank wins his fight against Ryan Garcia. Which side would you rather go? If he fights Devin and he wins all of the belts. If he fights Tank and he beats him, he doesn't win any of the belts, but his star power goes through the roof, man. Which one is, more appealing?
I mean, it don't really matter with us. I think both of those guys are just about equally as special. So, you know what I mean? Our stock rises, being victorious with either one. So,
do you think your stock would rise the same amount if you fought a Devin as opposed to actually beating Tank?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a difference. I mean, we just look forward to it, man.
I gotta ask you, why exactly do you think it's not really that big of a difference? Tank is arguably top 2 biggest stars in the game right now, top 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that about Tank, and you can also say Devin got all those belts. You know what I mean? It's like 6.5 a dozen. So, but we all have our own opinions.
Even Jay Prince said, Devin Haney and Gervonta, both of these fights are equally significant for Shakur. He won both fights equally. So did Shakur. However, all of a sudden today, Shakur doesn't even really care about the Devin Haney fight like that. He said, the only fight that matters is Gervonta, after Shakur turned down his biggest paydays to fight Devin Haney for undisputed. Remember, Shakur said fighting Devin Haney is not about the money. It's more about the legacy and the belts. However, Shakur is not keeping the same energy toward Devin Haney that he's keeping toward Gervonta. Even though Shakur said Devin Haney is the A side, he's not treating Devin Haney like the A side because he's requesting 50-50 to fight Devin Haney for undisputed, which it doesn't make sense. You don't hear Shakur say, okay, because Devin Haney is the A side, just like Gervonta, I can't send Devin Haney an offer to fight for undisputed because he has all of the belts. I can't just go through the WBC or the WBO to mandate the fight because then I will only be fighting for one belt. I want to fight for all of the belts. I want to fight for undisputed and be like Crawford, right? So it's up for Devin Haney to send me an offer to fight for undisputed. I can't force that man to fight me. He has to send me an offer for me to fight him. Well, guess what? Unlike Gervonta, Devin Haney actually sent Shakur Stevenson an offer. Not just one, but 2. And even though Shakur equally wants the Devin Haney fight, just like Gervonta, Shakur ended up turning down his biggest legacy fight for his biggest payday too. Shakur said fighting Devin Haney is only about the legacy and the belts. Well, guess what? Shakur was going to make his biggest payday. Regardless of what Shakur is saying, that 25% was by far Shakur's biggest payday, and he still turned it down. Therefore, the $1 million question, what changed? How come Shakur now all of a sudden saying the Gervonta fight is the only fight that matters and it's up to Gervonta to send him an offer in order to make the fight happen? How come Shakur doesn't feel the same way toward Devin Haney if he equally wanted the Devin Haney fight just like he wanted the Gervonta fight? Remember, this is not what I said. This ain't what Devin Haney said. This is what Shakur Stevenson said out of his own mouth. This is what Jay Prince, Shakur own manager, Shakur own team said out of his own mouth. Then the fanboys in the comment section have a problem with me reporting the truth because it hurt their emotional feelings. Listen, I'm telling you guys exactly what Shakur said out of his own mouth. This is not what I said. So don't hate the messenger, hate the message. Do you guys want to see the best fight the best? Or are you guys content with cheerleading without seeing the best fight the best in the sport of boxing, just like any other sport? Y'all mad at me for doing my job, reporting the truth, and pushing for the best to fight the best. See, this is what's wrong with the sport. It's too many emotional fans that can't even answer a simple question. How come Shakur wasn't willing to do whatever to fight Devin Haney for undisputed? but he's willing to do whatever to fight Gervonta for the money. Remember, it was Shakur who said he equally wants either or. Instead, Shakur turned the fight down to ask for a 50-50 split, when Devin Haney was the only one who was giving him an opportunity. That's right. Devin Haney was actually giving Shakur an undisputed opportunity. This wasn't a fight for Shakur. This was an opportunity to put Shakur Stevenson in position to be the man. If Shakur believed in himself and fought Devin Haney for that 25%, that would have been his biggest payday, and actually managed to beat Devin Haney to become undisputed, Shakur will be the man. He wouldn't even need Gervonta like that, because then he's going to be able to get the Lomachenko fight in a heartbeat. Yeah, Lomachenko turned down his biggest payday to fight Shakur, but Lomachenko did the same thing to Devin Haney. He turned down his biggest payday to fight Devin Haney as well. He only fought Devin Haney because Devin Haney was undisputed. So I bet you if Shakur is undisputed, Lomachenko will fight him too. So will Pitbull, Frank Martin, Zabeta, Kambosos, and all of the fighters that are ducking Shakur Stevenson today. If Shakur was undisputed, he will get all of the fights he's looking for or he's desperate for today. This is why I said Devin Haney was giving Shakur an opportunity to establish himself as the king of the division. And a year or two from now, Shakur's resume would have been sick if he would have believed in himself and accepted Devin Haney's offer, the opportunity Devin Haney gave him, that Gervonta is not willing to give him right now. Here is the problem with Shakur right now. He's acting as if he's Money Mayweather when he's still at his pretty boy stage. You can't be acting like you Money Mayweather when you're not the draw right now. People are not rushing in to fight Shakur because he's too much of a risk. The only fighter who had everything to lose that was rushing in to fight Shakur was Devin Haney. And guess what Shakur did? He turned down the biggest fight he had on the table in order to request for 50-50 when Shakur had nobody else to fight. You got to make it make sense. And you know how Shakur really messed up. When you have Floyd Mayweather CEO Leonard Ellerbe telling Shakur, get your weight up first if you want to fight Gervonta. This is why Shakur should know what time it is, because even Floyd Mayweather himself, he told Shakur and Devin Haney not too long ago, don't worry about Gervonta. Devin Haney and Shakur should fight each other since they are already over there on top rank. Here is what Floyd Mayweather CEO Leonard Ellerbe said to Shakur this week. Check it out.
If Tank makes you an offer, it's probably not going to be what you expect, because you get paid on what you kind of weigh and what you, as we say, you eat what you kill. And one thing I do know, Tank Davis is not going to be taking no pay cut to do anything. He's the boss. I know firsthand, and this is from his mouth, that he's going to get the guys that they say that they want. He's going to get those guys. It's just a matter of time. Because Tank Davis ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's looking to do what he's got to go do. Now, timeline-wise, is that everything don't happen according to everybody else's plan, because just how the business, how the business goes. And Tank can speak for himself. I'm not speaking for him, but I'm just saying that, I know firsthand he wants if the fans say that guy is the guy, he gonna get that guy. It just might not be when they say he's gonna dictate the terms on how that goes along.
If Shakur fought Devin Haney and actually managed to beat Devin Haney to become undisputed, then he would have definitely got his weight up all of the way to heavyweight. Gervonta would have been forced to see Shakur sooner than later. You know what else Leonard Ellerbe said? Gervonta is going to fight Shakur or Devin Haney whenever he wants to, which goes hand to hand with what Gervonta said a long time ago. I'm talking about years back. Gervonta said, quote, Shakur, you good, But stop calling me out, please, and the rest of you babies. End of the quote. Gervonta was obviously talking about mainly Shakur and Devin Haney. That's who he was referring to. Therefore, Shakur, instead of taking things to his own hand by paving his own way, the Crawford way, the undisputed way, where he wouldn't even have needed Gervonta if he would have got the Devin Haney undisputed fight, Lomachenko, Pitbull, Frank Martin, Zabeta, so on and so forth, which would have definitely speeded the clock of the timestamp Gervonta was going to fight him. Now guess what? Shakur is on Gervonta time. Shakur is moving by Gervonta clock. Last but not least, when Shakur said that he believes the only two fighters that's going to be left standing at the end is him and Gervonta. When all of the dust settles, Shakur and Gervonta are going to be the last two standing. Well, we don't know that. The ring is the truth teller. Devin Haney can easily be the one that beats both Shakur and Gervonta. We just don't know. Shakur could be the one, Gervonta could be the one, or Devin Haney could be the one. We won't find out until they fight each other. Even Shakur said himself, Devin Haney and Gervonta, they are the three kings basically. That's what Shakur said. But now he want to take it back because he's beefing with Devin Haney. It's cool he could take that statement back, but he can't delete that comment or that tweet. However, what he can do is get in the ring and prove he's the one. Shakur had the opportunity to do so against Devin Haney. However, he turned the fight down. If Shakur was so confident that he was going to beat Devin Haney because Devin is not the one, then we all know, despite what Shakur said, he would have had fought Devin Haney in a heartbeat. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Prerogative and discretion to go off that advice, but he could have took the offer. Because a lot of you guys say
let me ask you this, man.
A lot of you guys say he wants to fight everyone, but like, bro, there was an offer for Warrington that he also didn't take.
Let me ask you this, Ness. All right, if Shakur fights him now, right, this year, right, and let's say, just rough estimate, he would get that 25%, let's say $8 million, right? If he fights him next year, he can make 16, close to $20 million.
So why ruin the relationship if you never really wanted to fight him?
He does want to fight him. Who are you talking about, Shakur?
Absolutely. You're saying, why fight him now for 8 when we could fight him next year for 16? So I'm saying, so then why tell everybody he's ducking? Why send bottles? Why ruin the relationship that